Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. It's Apollo Justice Ace Attorney 4, and I'm so excited to be here because in the past I have done a Let's Play of the Ace Attorney trilogy, the first 3 games in the franchise. And I had the time of my life. That game was so fun. I was enraptured by the mysteries and the plot twists and the characters were just so fun. So yes, as promised, after a long break, I have indeed returned to the franchise, beginning with Apollo Justice. So, you may have noticed that I'm using the music from the trilogy collection title screen. This is because Apollo Justice does not actually have title screen music, and it would be really awkward to just speak over nothing, so yeah. So before we begin, what do I know about Apollo Justice? 2 things. 1, the protagonist is not Phoenix Wright, it is in fact Apollo. And I gotta say, I love the name. It carries on the theme so well. Just like Phoenix, Apollo is a Greek name. From mythology, too. And where the Phoenix is all about rising from the ashes and coming back from the near defeat and grasping victory from the jaws of death, Apollo is the sun god, and the sun god is probably more about shining the light of truth upon the deepest and darkest mysteries. And the second thing I know is that one Emma Skye will be Apollo's partner. Yeah, in the first Phoenix Wright game, there was a 5th extra case added on for the Nintendo DS re-release. Like, the original Phoenix Wright came out on the Game Boy Advance, but for the DS, it added a 5th case, which previewed a bunch of Nintendo DS features. And part of that case, the 5th case in the first game, was the new character Emma Skye, who I understand is a star of the show here. So I look forward to reuniting with her. She was all up in the forensics department. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I suppose one last thing I should say. What do I hope this new game will bring? Well, I'll tell you what I hope isn't in this. I don't want the Faye family in this. I think that the Faye family had their storyline wonderfully concluded. I don't think there's anything more to do, you know? Like, Maya got closure. Right? So, I don't think there is room for anything more. I don't want anything else about the past of characters. Not Phoenix's past, not Edgeworth's past, not Maya's cast. In fact, honestly, I hope Maya isn't even in this. After all, having both Maya and Emma in one case might be a bit much. They're kind of just the same character after all. Though I will take Gumshoe's past. I'll take that. Gumshoe was nice. I hope he's in this, I don't know. So, there's nothing else for it. Let's begin. Oh, and the overlay on screen right now. Tell me what you think. I want feedback. If there's anything I can do to, like, improve it that you guys think I can do, let me know. So, nothing else to say? Let's begin. Turnabout Trump. Okay. Wait. No, I forgot the music! Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, here we go for real. An artist in his studio. Name begins with M? Oh. Someone at a table with the bottle. Oh, it's a card game. Okay, what's that other thing on the table? Showdown time. Ooh, 3 kings versus 2 aces. You lose. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ooh, sore loser. That looked like poker. And not Trump, but what do I know about card games? I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. Looks like someone found the body. Oh my god. Wow, that's familiar looking, but it's all pixely. Oh, I'm home. Okay. Well, if this first case is like any of the others in the franchise, this should be really simple. Defendant lobby, number 3. April 20th. Panicked. Palms sweaty. Arms spaghetti. Wait, it was arms weak, knees spaghetti, that's right. I can admit it, I'm nervous. So, character voices. Throughout the trilogy, I gave each and every character a unique voice. But for Phoenix Wright, the protagonist, I just used my regular default voice. So logically speaking, I should give Apollo a different voice? Okay. Look, Apollo looks kind of young. I don't know a single thing about him, but he looks younger than Phoenix is. So, I'll probably just use my regular voice, but shifted 1 octave higher. Yeah. Ooh, who's this? Good morning. Oh. Oh no, he's hot. Good morning, sir. Sir. Is this Apollo's Mia? His mentor? Ooh. He looks nice. Kristoff. Neat. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. What? Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. That screeching noise is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine. I don't think Apollo's fine. That explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech. I overdid it again. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Drift gone, sir. I'm all over that drift. Somehow Apollo was an even bigger dweeb than Phoenix. I didn't think it was possible. Oh my god. As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. Oh, one more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. Gulp. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. Oh, he's so worried. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way. Oh, is that the client? The defendant? He looks like a chill dude. Whoa. Good, morning. Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial? Nervous. Meeting him? Cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? I like this kid. So, you're... fine. I'm fine. Mr. Fine, is it? Okay, sure. I did remember you having an odd name. Yeah. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney. Christoph Gavin, right? And he's your friend, so why... You'll see. Huh? You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean, Is that Phoenix? I didn't recognize him at all, but I think that's him. What? Okay, Okay, maybe the sprite work is just being weird, but I swear to God, that little tuft of black hair beneath his hat in the back, and that rugged chin line, and those gentle eyes, I think that's Phoenix. He's just wearing a hat. He grew a beard. He has a little stubble. It's time, shall we? Okay, wait, no, I need to settle this. What is the court record button? Select? Start. No, that's... No, not start. X. Y? Select. Oh, it's R1? Okay. Oh, okay, profiles. Unknown. That's totally Phoenix. Oh my God. And it is Christoph Gavin, yeah. My first client, just standing in front of this guy makes me nervous. I swear to God that's Phoenix. I swear to God. Call me a madman. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice. April 20th, 10 a.m. sharp, District Court, Courtroom number 2. I recognize that bald spot. Was that Winston? Oh, and it's the judge. Hi, old friend. The court is now in session. What are you doing? What's that hair? Why? Oh, I don't like it. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, fine. I mean ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Act too late. Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial. Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine, really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Ahem. Mr. Gavin? Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always accede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel? Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Oh my God. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. Okay, a part of me wishes I hadn't figured it out just so it could be bowled over by this. Oh my God. Okay, Phoenix is clearly innocent, but wow. I really didn't figure him for the hoodie and beanie type, you know? Oh man. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Piano player? He plays piano at the bar? Really? Well, sure. These days, has there been a big time skip? Wow. So Phoenix gave up attorneying. He's not a lawyer anymore. What happened? I didn't figure him for the retire young type. Wow. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened? I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges. Mr. Payne? To think I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave it in chains. Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see. Ahem. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. Borscht Bowl. Oh, that's fun to say. Borscht Bowl. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him, wham, on the head, smack, killed him cold. A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was? The pianist for the club, it seems. Phoenix Wright, a pianist. This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Yeah, sure, that's... Yeah, but... grape juice, yeah, sure, yeah. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice. The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. The court record. Right, I've heard of that. Use the court record button to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Right, the court record button. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. Let's have a look. Attorney's badge, I look forward to showing this to everyone. How long did I yearn for one of these? Just putting it on makes me feel ready. Smith's autopsy report. The time of death was around 2 a.m., April 17th. Death caused by single blow to the forehead. So Smith was facing the assailant. Okay. I'm guessing Winston will probably just try to say that Phoenix snuck up on the guy, but yeah. Crime photo 1. Wait, can I check all of these? Check. Oh. Magnification. Wait. Ah, I see. Wait. But what are... Okay, I can get a real close zoom up. But how do I use the... Don't tell me I need to use the stylus to turn it around. I think that's a 3D object. Hold on. Wow, it's so weird how my stylus is making a mouse pointer appear on my computer. My DS screen. Yeah. Okay, so we can turn things around. Good. Smith's autopsy report. Yeah, blow to the forehead. I don't think there's anything to look at on the back. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Crime photo 1. Sub-basement. Okay. That must be Smith. Cards all strewn on the ground. They are playing with chips. The murder weapon. Right there. If Mr. Smith was hit on the forehead, why is his hat covering his head? Like completely, that's hanging over his nose. Did someone place that hat back on him? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Christoph Gavin. Boss at Gavin Law Offices, a first-rate defense attorney, and my trusted mentor. Phoenix Wright, age 33. Oh. Wasn't Phoenix like 26 or 27 in the trilogy? Oh, I forget. Let's go with like it's been like 5 or 6 years-ish. Formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Shady Smith. The victim in this case, a traveler only recently back in country. That's everyone, right? Oh, Winston, 61. A prosecuting attorney. For all of his experience, he lacks a certain presence. Well, okay. That's everything so far. So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow? We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. A traveler? According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear. And he had some sort of connection with the defendant. That, too, is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe they first met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime. If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing. That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. The evidence. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal. Ooh, is that Christoph? It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that. A game, in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits. A silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. Come again? The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. What? Okay. That'll be our first order of business here then, to find out more about this fatal game of cards. But from the sounds of the intro, it sounds like Phoenix discovered the body. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing. Witness testimony. The competition. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy. 2 decks? But we only have 1 deck as evidence. A pianist who can't play piano. Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Oh, right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it. Are you all right? You're sweating bullets. Bullets? Where? It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir. You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher? What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in cross-examination? No, I'm a veteran. No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered. I think you'd better do more than think. You know it, or you do not. I'm fine. The cords of steel are ready for battle. My weapons, press and present. Find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. Inconsistencies. Lies. Phoenix Wright? As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it. I think that Phoenix, because he's asking for justice specifically, I think Phoenix is carefully crafting an exact web of lies to help justice crack through. Phoenix is an ace attorney. He knows what he's doing. The defense may begin the cross-examination. All right. Ooh, I like the effect on that bottom screen. I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. Let's... Wait. Am I reading that right? Is that... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Press? Oh my god! Voice commands? Oh, I am going to have fun with that. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's gonna be great. Oh, the DS microphone. Bless you. Yeah, it's so great that my physical DS that I'm holding in my hands and connecting to my monitor for this is it has a microphone. Yeah. You can hardly play? Oh, I play sometimes when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want. Was that supposed to be a boast just now? The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large. Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club? My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. They pay you just to play poker? That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all. Bah, do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine. Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston. Oh, the shade! What? I've played poker for 7 years in that little room. Oh. Was Phoenix like 24 then? I think I remember Phoenix being the same age as me when I played through the trilogy for the first time. And I've never lost once. What? You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw. Wait, you've never lost once? Not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional. He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once? Is that even possible? The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. I press you. I said I press. 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 Okay, it's a bit stingy. Or steamy, rather. The room... Oh no, that's gonna lead to some disasters later. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction? It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day. Black market? All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room. A smoky room, gambling hoods. You know. Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through the small window. I can practically picture it now. That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in the room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. The rules are simple. You play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. 2 decks of cards? A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards. There is something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lines scattered on the floor. Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor. Each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really. Incidentally, we used 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other blue. As I recall, in poker you make 5-card hands. I can see how it would be easy to cheat. Yes, a game of hands. This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of this game sufficiently.
That's right. It was a simple game, after all.
Are you sure?
Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred. And you claim no connection to the crime.
Now, that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense. I completely let that one slip by. Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir? Right. There's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand. And I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not?
Very well. The defendant will amend his testimony.
Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon.
We didn't press this one. Let's press this.
So, you claim you weren't gambling?
That's right. It was simply a game.
You didn't bet any money. Not even a little.
Only thing at stake in our game was pride itself. Oh, well put, Mr. Wright. I've got a mind to play a hand of poker myself. The stakes, your fate.
Can we get back to the trial now?
I plead silence, never touch the weapon.
Silence? The defendant has the right to refuse to testify.
I haven't forgotten everything about the law.
But why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage.
And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes? Yeah, see, I knew it. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Great. Like I didn't have enough to do already. Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony? Huh? Wait. Something he'd said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing. Now, what was it? When you figure it out, I'd suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony. Contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony? But why? I'd better check the court record. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press. Oh, right. I got it. I'm fine. Time to listen to that testimony again. So,
it's the 2 decks. Yeah, let's have a look. Wait. Oh. The deck's not part of the evidence yet, so maybe it must be the bottle. Oh, that's new. Grape juice bottle used as a murder weapon. Bears the defendant Mr. Wright's prints. Okay. Phoenix, what are you doing? Okay. I present. I said I present. Fine. Okay, I said I present. Objection! No, I should say objection. Oh well. This is fun.
So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon. This grape juice bottle? Right?
So I said. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? Oh, those luscious locks.
Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see, and it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints.
Oh, he screamed that. That's the cords of steel. Objection! No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine.
Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case.
But what about my cords of steel?
Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's true. The prints alone don't...
Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. Huh? But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
I thought so. Upside down? What does that mean? It
means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can only be one reason for that. Yes. To brain someone with the bottle.
Oh! Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worst.
Oh? I see no problem, Justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see.
Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court?
I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now.
Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason.
Objection!
Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something.
And what might that be, Mr. Gavin?
On the night of the crime, who was it that reported the murder to the police?
Reported?
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright. But still, that...
Really?
Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene? Let's take a look at the diagram of the murder scene, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from the ground level.
2 floors?
Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in the hallway to go above ground.
Wait, what?
I saw the window. It would go right into the stairwell. Oh. It doesn't look outside. It's 2 floors down. It's completely subterranean. It only looks at the stairwell. Okay. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
I see. And this is the phone that made the call.
Submitted as evidence. I want to take a closer look. Let's have a look here. Okay. That is a cell phone, sure.
Oh, hello. What is this?
Wow, the batteries are held in with a piece of tape. He should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it. Or he just doesn't care.
That's probably gonna come up. I see.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative?
Irk.
Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
Toyed? I assure you no one is more serious about... What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this?
That's a good question. How indeed?
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
You're as good as they say you are.
So someone else was in the room the night of the crime? That must mean they witnessed the crime. Everything up till now has just been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand. Oh! Oh my god. The Borscht Ball was a Russian club. That lady is dressed to the nines in heavy winter garb. But what is she doing wearing such heavy clothes in California? Yeah.
The witness will state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness?
I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people.
Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off.
You are sure?
I swear it on my gavel. Please, come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? Well, if you are sure it is okay.
Ahem. Now, the prosecution... Oh, wait a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's, paraphernalia? She's a photographer.
Yes. She is a professional, Your Honor. These are merely tools of her trade.
And that would be?
My name is Olga Orley.
Orley? As in that one ancient meme? The Oh Really Owl? Are you serious? When did this game come out? Was the Oh Really Owl in vogue? Wow, what a blast from the past.
I am employed as waitress in Borscht Bowl Club restaurant.
Then why the camera?
Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht that is naming restaurant. But I also perform, how it is said, other service.
I take it one of these services is taking the customer's pictures.
Like, for example, this one.
Ooh. That is Phoenix with the victim. I think I see some Matryoshkas on the mantle. That's cool. I really like Matryoshkas. I own 2. I went through a phase where I really liked them. That's the defendant.
Indeed. On the night of the murder. Man in white hat is one who has gone kaput.
Indeed. That is the victim. Order, order. This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
It is the same as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually.
Then the court will casually accept this new evidence. Let's have a look. The defendant and Mr. Smith at the Borscht Bowl Club touched the check. Okay. Wait a second. Those bottles. Okay, it's so hard to tell, but that might not be purple. I don't think that might be grape juice. It looks red, kind of. But okay, well, for starters, this was taken upstairs. This is the restaurant itself. Looks like there's fake snow on everything. That's kind of cool. Huh. Wait, is Phoenix wearing sandals? Okay.
Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in room. The hideout, we called it.
Excuse me?
The hideout. It is room where famous gangster bad guy.
That is shameless. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. Okay.
It is room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested. It is room where murder took place. What? Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely. I will post my courtroom door later for you.
I hope it's there for the rest of the game.
Photos will be numbered, and you will write which ones you want copy of.
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. But that wasn't the room of the crime. The table's completely different. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means... Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about that night's events. That fateful night. Okay, let's have another look. Is there a diagram of the floor plan? No. Darn, I wish you could look. But yeah. Look here. Slumped near a square table with cushy leather seats. And behind him is a case full of vases, and there's a cracked brick wall. And in this, the scene behind him is a fireplace with a mantel. There's a piano nearby. It's a round table, and there are simple wooden chairs with cushions. It's completely different. That's a different room. That is the ground floor, the main room. Completely different, so I quite imagine that's how we're gonna poke a hole in Olga's defenses. Now, I don't want to make a mistake I've made in the past. Like, for Ace Attorney 1, I managed to complete the first case in 1 hour. Then for Ace Attorney 2 and 3, the very first cases took like 2 hours, but I just kept recording anyway and I had 2-hour-long videos. I'm not going to make that mistake here. I think we have another solid hour in this case left. So, that means we're ending things here. Guys, we're back. It's more Ace Attorney. Oh, I feel like I've come home. Oh, man. Apollo is a cool character. I like him already. Christoph Gavin, I hope he sticks around. I hope he lives. It would be a great change of pace if Apollo's mentor lived past the first case, you know? Like, rip in peace, Mia, but it needed a change of pace. So I do have to wonder, what happened, Phoenix? Why did you give up lawyering? What happened to him? Did he feel like he did everything he needed to do? Like after the Dahlia Hawthorne incident and the river and the mountain shrine and all that, the final case of Game 3, did Phoenix just feel content? Did he feel like there was nothing else to do? Why did he quit? And for that matter, will he appear in future cases in this game? He has to, right? Right? Huh. Well, yeah. My head's already buzzing with mysteries, but so far this case seems really simple to solve. After all, there's no investigation phases yet. I also have to wonder how Apollo will meet Emma, because Emma was a forensics expert. She was trained to be one anyway. So... Oh. Maybe Emma will be this game's gumshoe. Maybe. But if Emma is the new Gumshoe, what happens to the old Gumshoe? I want more Gumshoe. Gumshoe's the best. Well, whatever. All I know for sure is that I have had a load of fun. A bit rusty on giving characters voices. I think I figured out something good for Gavin early on, but then I kind of bungled it. But yeah, it's been a long time since I gave characters such extreme voices, so I'll get back in the swing of things eventually. But yeah, nothing else more to say. I'm just so happy to be back with Ace Attorney. He'll play Apollo Justice, and then Miles Edgeworth Investigations later after this. And then we'll see from there. I'll feel things out. Maybe it'll feel right to end things for Ace Attorney once more then. I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time is right. But that's months away, so... In the meantime, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more... This has been more Ace Attorney, but the first Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, so... Force of habit. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.